Welcome to this video. Listen very carefully, because what you're about to hear is not ordinary motivation. This is a message designed to reach the deepest silent part of your mind, the part you don't show anyone, the part that wakes you up at night, the part that knows you were meant for more but feels trapped in a life that doesn't match your potential. Today I'm speaking directly to that hidden version of you, because this is the beginning of your rewiring, not hype, not inspiration, but actual mental rewiring, rebuilding the way your brain thinks, reacts, and believes. And before we go deeper, you must understand something powerful. Your mind is not broken, it is overloaded with old memories, old fears, old pressure, old pain, overloaded with expectations that were never yours, overloaded with disappointments you never healed from, and you've spent years thinking this is who you are. But this is not you, this is programming, and the truth is simple: if your past could program you, then your future can reprogram you. And today that process starts, right here, right now, with the words you're hearing, because every sentence is creating small shifts inside your brain, micro-rewiring that begins the path to the life you were meant to live. You don't need a new year, a new month, or a new chance, you need a new mind, because you cannot live a new life with an old brain. And today that old brain begins to break, your thoughts begin to loosen, your patterns begin to weaken, and the identity you've been carrying begins to crack open so the real you can finally breathe again. Your brain has been running the same loops for years, repeating the same thoughts, the same emotional reactions, the same habits that keep pulling you back into the same version of yourself, not because you're weak, but because your mind prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar growth. Your brain is addicted to patterns it knows, even when those patterns destroy you, and this is why your life feels stuck. Because your mind is repeating an old identity you have outgrown. But listen closely, because this truth can change everything. You do not rise to the level of your dreams, you rise to the level of your patterns. Your life doesn't change when you want it to, it changes when your wiring changes. And right now that rewiring is happening, slowly, deeply, silently, inside you, with every word entering your mind. And you might not feel it yet, but your subconscious is listening, your old circuits are weakening. Your new identity is forming, an identity built on awareness, not fear, built on clarity, not confusion, built on intention, not impulse, because something inside you knows you can't keep living like this, something inside you knows the old version of you is dying, something inside you knows you're standing at a mental doorway, and once you walk through it, you will never be the same again. Every transformation begins with a moment like this, a moment where you stop running on autopilot and finally see the truth of your own mind. The truth that most of your thoughts are not yours, they are echoes of old pain, old experiences, old voices that shaped your identity without your permission. And now you wake up every day inside a mind built from the past, trying to create a future that doesn't match it, but that ends today. Because awareness is the first crack in the old identity, and once you see your patterns, you can break them. Once you hear the lies your mind repeats, you can replace them. Once you understand that your thoughts are habits, not truth, you begin to take back your power, and your brain begins to shift, because the moment you become conscious of what is controlling you is the moment you stop being controlled by it. And right now your mind is waking up, breaking through layers of emotional dust, recognizing itself again, not the hurt version, not the tired version, but the real version of you that has been waiting to rise, the version that refuses to repeat the same life, the version that refuses to die inside slowly, the version that wants to feel alive again. Every new day you wake up is a choice, a silent decision in the depths of your mind whether you remain the same or become someone new. You can ignore this voice, push it away, pretend nothing's wrong and keep repeating the same destructive loops, or you can answer the call of your deeper self and begin the transformation. And even if you choose fear now, the seed of awareness has already been planted by listening to this video. That seed will grow in silence if you don't suffocate it with old habits. So treat this moment as sacred, treat this breath as a new birth for your consciousness. Feel the weight of the past lighten, feel the chains loosening, feel the walls trembling inside your mind as old wiring starts to crack, because once you decide to rewire, the resistance inside you will fight. Your brain will resist clarity, your emotions will resist change, your comfort zone will pull you back, but you must stay firm, stay committed, stay awake, because transformation doesn't come from comfort, it comes from pain, from challenge, from resistance, and from heartbreak with the old identity. And if you can endure that pain for just a little longer, just past the point where your brain screams stop, you will emerge on the other side with a new mind, a new clarity, a new purpose, and you'll realize that everything you thought defined you was only temporary, only old wiring, and the real you, the unwired you, begins shifting. Your posture changes, your voice changes, your choices change, because your brain rewrote its own code to match the new version you imagined every night but never believed you could become, and now you begin living that version, step by step, moment by moment, decision by decision. Small habits become your foundation, consistency becomes your ritual, your mind becomes your home again, a home built on truth, not fear, built on clarity, not confusion, built on strength, not weakness. And whenever doubt creeps in, whenever fear whispers go, remember this moment, remember that you rewired, that your brain is no longer the same, that you chose evolution over stagnation, that you refused to settle for less than your true potential, that you looked into the mirror of truth and said enough is enough, and from this day forward you speak to yourself with respect, you treat your mind like the sacred temple it is, you guard it from negative input, you feed it with clarity, discipline, silence, purpose, and watch how slowly your identity transforms from fearful to fearless, from lost to focused, from broken to whole. And if that feels like too much to believe today, that's fine, because belief wakes up after action, not before. So start with what you can control, one breath, one thought, one decision, one moment at a time, and your brain will catch up, your mind will recalibrate, your destiny will follow, because the only real limitation was the old wiring inside your mind, and you just rewired. Very day from now on you have a choice, and it's a quiet, powerful choice inside your mind whether you stay trapped in your old patterns or step into the direction of something new, the direction of growth, clarity, purpose. You might feel the old fear creeping back, whispering that you don't deserve it, that you're not made for it, that you should just accept what you have, but that voice is the echo of outdated wiring trying to keep you small, trying to protect you from change by keeping you stuck, and you must respond differently. Tell that voice, I am done protecting old pain. Tell it, I am ready to build a new framework, because real growth asks for your courage, your patience, your trust in the unseen potential inside you, not in the broken memories outside you. Treat each breath like a reset, treat each thought like a seed of transformation, treat each heartbeat like a signal that your body and mind are alive and ready to evolve. And as you do this day after day, with small conscious choices, the rewiring begins running on autopilot for you. Your mind automatically starts aligning with what you want, not what you feared. Your actions begin reflecting your new identity. Your decisions become guided by purpose, not by avoidant habit. Your inner world starts to mirror the vision you carried silently, and when that happens you will feel strength you never knew you had, calm you never allowed yourself to feel, clarity you never dreamt was possible, and you'll realize everything you once believed about yourself, your limits, your fears, your unworthiness, were just illusions built by old circuits, and now those circuits are burned out, replaced by new ones firing with confidence, resilience, hope, and inner power. So start today by choosing one small action. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, breathe deeply 3 times before your phone, close your eyes and feel silence for a minute. Tell yourself, I am rebuilding. Read a page of something that elevates your mind, move your body with purpose, clean a small corner, plan one goal. Whatever small step aligns you with your new direction, because in these small steps the big transformation is born, the slow rebirth that doesn't scream but persists, the kind of change that once it sets in, nothing external can shake. And as you build your inner foundation stronger, as you solidify your new mental wiring, life around you will start to transform. Relationships, opportunities, creativity, clarity, peace. Everything will begin aligning with your internal signal, and before you even realize it, one day you'll wake up and see that you're living a different life, not because the world changed, but because you rewired how you respond to it, you rewired how you operate from within, and that is the truest kind of transformation, the only one that lasts, because it is built on your mind, your identity, your soul. So whenever doubt returns, whenever fear whispers that you can't, remember this moment. Remember that you already chose growth, you already chose to rewire, you already accepted the challenge, you already committed to your own rebirth, and from this breath to the next, from this thought to the next, you rebuild, you evolve, you rise, you become. Welcome to the mind you rewired, welcome to the life you deserve.